Today I'm going to share with you what I packed in my big old hospital bag and what I actually used. So this is going to just be some practical advice, and I gotta say it's probably more for the second time mom, because I know when you're a first time mom you want to bring all of your knickknacks, or you go through a checklist and you want to bring everything that's on there. I packed this big old bag and I promise you I used maybe 3 things out of it. 3 or 4 things, we'll see. If you don't want to overpack and you just want to bring the practical things, I'm going to share some sound advice that may be helpful if you're on your way to the hospital soon. You heard me talk about in my birth video that I had already printed a little checklist, and it was quite extensive, but what I did was I went through with a highlighter and I highlighted the things that I knew I wanted to bring. So like the first thing was to bring 2 pairs of warm socks. I know that the hospital gives you socks, so I wasn't going to bring my own, and I didn't highlight that. The next one was a warm robe or sweater. I thought, maybe I'll use that one, so I highlighted that. So that's what I did, and I'll also put a link to this checklist where I got it from. I found it pretty useful, but I kind of revised it and made it my own, so I'll tell you about that now. I went ahead and packed both mine and the baby's things, and you guys know in some of my previous videos that I was on a hunt for a hospital bag. I actually wanted a weekend getaway bag / hospital bag, and so I searched, couldn't find anything that I wanted, and this was a Betsy Johnson bag that I saw in Burlington. And I really liked it. It's kind of like, I'm not a floral girl, but I loved that it had these pockets in the front and it was big, but it was $50 and I was like, oh, I don't want to spend $50. And I went back the following week and it was on sale for $25. So it was mine. Okay, so first I want to talk about things that were not on the list. I bought this big old pillow. Jeez. I had a little hospital scare probably when I was 5, 6, 7 months, and so that day was such a reminder how uncomfortable hospital beds can be, and so I wanted to make sure that I was just living in the laps of luxury in the hospital, and I wanted to be super duper comfortable. Hey, maybe I will just keep this pillow here the whole time because it's so comfy. At first I used it for my back, and then I just had it on the bed. I put my feet up on it, so I was like totally comfortable. I definitely recommend, especially if you're getting a C-section, to buy a big, or bring just a big comfy pillow. It could even just be a regular pillow, but just something super comfy and plush. You will use it. I did. Next thing that I don't think was on the list either was, this is actually the breast friend. My best friend, breast friend. I highly recommend this kind of like boppy for people getting a C-section. I will tell you why. It has this little Velcro strap here that allows you, to adjust it to any level and it will stay there. So when you're a C-section mama and your incision is hurting you, having a boppy right there is not really comfortable. If you can just put this as high as possible and adjust the baby, it is awesome. I use this in the hospital. I brought my own towel, a big fluffy robe, my toiletries bag, which here I had my shampoos, conditioner, toothpaste, toothbrush. I brought my coconut oil because I was just going to use this. It says to bring like lip balm, lotion. You know I use my coconut oil for everything. And then I also brought my BB cream, which I have been using. I've been meaning to kind of do a little review on this. I know I wasn't going to put on a whole lot of makeup, but I wanted to look decent, especially if I was going to have visitors. I didn't use this the day after, but my second day in the hospital, just to like spruce up and feel a little more fresh and nice, I used the Garnier BB cream with just a little bit of blush and lip balm, my Burt's Bees strawberry lip balm. That was it. I brought my own pajamas, which this was perfect. I looked everywhere and I finally ended up finding it at Walmart, and it's Mickey and Minnie, but it was perfect for breastfeeding. I will tell you guys, I did not even wear a bra the whole time I was there, and these are just pajama pants. I wore this the second day when I was trying to look a little more decent. Nice and comfy, full-size underwear. Your cell phone charger, you do not want to leave home without that. Cell phone, and I brought headphones in case I was just going to have some alone time listening to music. You'll find out if I use that or not. And that is it for mom. Now for baby, I packed a few cute little pajamas. Just like comfy stuff, the smallest stuff I could find. A little hat, receiving blankets, just my own cute ones. The little mittens, scratch mittens, and that is it for baby. Now to tell you what I actually use. So honestly, you could probably put all this in your purse, but I definitely got the most use out of this. My cell phone charger. Do not leave home without it. You're going to be so busy sending everyone texts and pictures, and just technology these days is awesome. So you'll just be using your phone a lot. Make sure you have your charger. I used my cell phone, which was that on the list? I don't know. I used my pajamas, my toiletries bag, my toothbrush, my toothpaste, my BB cream, and deodorant, and that was it from here. Anyways, that was it. I literally used my pajamas, my toothbrush, my special soap. One regret I did have was that I brought the baby special soap that I wanted him bathed in, and I forgot to give it to the nurse. So if you're really adamant about the brands of soap or whatever, shower gel, what do you call it? Yeah, bath gel that you use for the baby, make sure you remember to send it off with the nurse when they're going to bathe. I totally forgot, and the baby came back smelling like Johnson & Johnson. I'm like, oh, I forgot. I use my California Baby or the Johnson's Natural. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and join me for the rest of this journey of being a mother of two and everything that comes along with it. Thanks so much for watching. Bye! This video was brought to you by CupcakeCovertops.com. Visit our website today for more information on the world's most comfortable half cami. Stop fighting with your cami. Once you go half, you'll never go back.